You ever thought how weird it would be if human beings hatched from eggs instead of being born from our mother's womb? Just think about that. I can't really imagine ourselves hatching from eggs. It's just a weird sight, like a newborn human hatching from a large football sized egg along with other football sized eggs. I can't really imagine that. But it's not really because it's a weird sight. I mean, it is a weird sight, but it kind of makes you think because we are mammals, okay? We give birth to humans. We don't actually lay eggs, we give birth to humans. And in this mammal world that we live in, if we are mothers, if we're going to be mothers or are mothers, it is us that has to fight to give birth to our children. It is us that has to put in the work to give birth to our child. And while we are giving birth to our child, we're fighting for our lives. We're at risk of dying. We're at risk of bleeding out. We're at risk of our child being stillborn or dying, or you're at risk of having to get a C-section. That's very scary to think about. You are putting in your entire life to give birth to your child. And that's kind of scary to think about. But if we were animals instead of mammals, we would be laying eggs. And instead of us fighting for our lives, it's our children that are going to have to fight for their lives to escape the egg if we were animals and we laid eggs, because all you really do is just lay the eggs. You squat down, you lay the eggs, and that's it, and then you wait for your children to hatch from the egg. And from the POV of the child, it's kind of scary to think about. Once you awaken into your new life, the very first thing you have to do is break free from a prison, which is the egg. You have to punch it open, you have to elbow it open, you have to kick it open. So the very first thing you do when you're born is fight. You're a fighter, you're a warrior. And that's fascinating to think about.